Recording. Cool. All right, what's going on, family? I am very stoked to get into another request from, not even a request. We're jumping into another song from Screams of Anubis today. We are lucky enough to have the artist himself hanging out in the back of the chat with us, so I want to appreciate him for hanging out with us today. He is a one-man show, if you do not know. Does it all himself. So, let's go and check out the brand new track from Screams of Anubis, Roots Above Branches. God, I can't talk today already. We're off to a bad start, but we're off to a good start with a good song. Let's check out Hyperthermia. See, I've said everything I wasn't supposed to do today. Did it again. I can't do it. Hyperthermia by Screams of Anubis, Roots Above Branches. I said everything wrong on purpose, I think, that time. Let's check it out. Oh, it's not on right. Yeah, we're back. We're back and we're ready to rock, yo. You know what I'm saying? We are kicking it. We're killing it. I'm going to clean this up, bro. This is the worst reaction I've ever done. After I literally just posted on my Patreon my worst reaction I said I ever did. There we go.
Shadows where whispers scream, a fever dream. I'm lost in this hellish game, choking on the steam that fills the air, drowning, reaching out, but no one's there, trapped beneath the weight of my own despair, sweating out the sins that cling to my skin. Every heartbeat.
Woo! I gotta hear that again. I like that line a lot. Hold on, I ain't go far back enough. What does he say? Something about being under the weight of my own despair.
But no one's there, trapped beneath the weight of my own despair, sweating out the sins that cling to my skin.
Trapped beneath the weight of my own despair. I'm slow today. I'm slow.
Exactly to my skin. Every heartbeat echoes just a heavy stare. The walls close in this battle I
can't win. It's pit music right here, baby. This is pit music. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God, it's got such a great energy in this one.
I'm burning alive. This hyperthermia, it won't let me serve.
Woo! He said it right that time. I don't think, I think, you know what I mean? I said it like 1,000 times wrong. Hyperthermia. Maybe he could teach me how to say his name. Maybe in the next song that we do, maybe he'll actually say how to say his name properly so I can actually figure it out.
It won't let me survive. Scorched by the lies that I once believed. In the silence I can't breathe. Flesh and bone, it's a cage of scorn. Every moment feels like a tempest born. Fighting shadows that crawl through my soul. Ashamed of this heat that takes its toll. Every heartbeat echoes just a heavy stare. The walls close in this battle I can't win.
Get that pick on, baby. Get that pick on. I love it. The guitar on this one is so fucking fire. I like the fact that there's like the tone of the verses too is just very like of a similar nature. And I like a lot of times where like they play with like the sound effects and the voices and like the layering and all that kinds of stuff. I like the fact that we like didn't do it with this one. Like it's just like very like straight, like pretty much like to the point until we get to like the chorus where like the energy shifts that way. I think it's fire.
Flesh and bone, it's a cage of scorn. Every moment feels like a tempest born. Fighting shadows that crawl through
Sweating out the sins that cling to my sin. That's the part that I couldn't remember like both parts at the same time. I remember one lyric, but I couldn't remember the other lyric at the same time. But like when you tie those two together, like I said, like to me, I like the way that he told this story. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of like that journey of like just like all those feelings and those moments. You know what I mean? I feel like he does a really great job of just like kind of painting the picture of like really like a lot of what that sounds like and what that feels like. You know what I mean? Trapped beneath the weight of my own despair. God, that's so fire. That's so fire. Like I've said, I think in every video I've done so far, and I'm gonna keep the trend going. Where I'm like, there's this like dark poeticness, but it's not. It's such in a different way. In such a different way, and I think that's just what makes it so cool. Is like it's so unique, even though it's like very much like in my bag. In my world, but I'm like I can't think of anybody else that ever like reminds me of like just the way that like his style is that way with the writing. You know what I mean? Like I think that's what I gravitate to like a lot of these writers, like Screams of Anubis and Grenfell, like, you know, especially like when I think about the two of them, is like they're very much the kind of artists that are very much like within like my wheelhouse and my bag. But I feel like they're so unique as individuals about what they do with their particular craft. Does that make sense? It's like I said, it's really hard to describe, but I feel like they're just different. They're just different about it.
Every heartbeat echoes just a heavy stare. The walls close in this battle I can't win. I'm burning alive. This hyperthermia, it won't let me survive. Scorched by the lies that I once believed. In the silence I can't breathe. Feeling pain, ignite my rage. In this furnace I'm lost, I'm caged. Crimson dreams drown in the flame. I'm just a ghost, yet I'm buried in shame. I'm burning alive. This hyperthermia, it won't let me survive. Scorched by the lies that I once believed. In the silence I can't breathe. In the ashes I'll find my way. Rise from the fire, let the flames decay. Leave behind this burning silence within. A phoenix reborn, let the reckoning begin.
Hard, yo. I like the fact that in this song, like it ends, and I think I've said this a few times about Screams of Anubis and the way that I can't remember which song it was that I said it though, but I swear it was about Screams of Anubis, where I believe, like I said, I think I'm right about this one, where like this is like I think the second time where this has triggered my brain this way, where a lot of times with this subject matter, it doesn't end on a high note. You know what I mean? But like the way that that each song is a complete thought, where it's not just the complete thought of the bad time of it, it's the complete thought of the entire process of it. Does that make sense? Where like we still ended on a high note versus going through like the journey of like all the struggle. So it's very metal that way. You know what I mean? Where I say that the metal genre specifically is like one of the few genres where I feel like they do a good job of like telling these really long triumphant stories, and they wrap it up a lot of times in 5 to 7 minutes. You know, sometimes it's way too long that way, but like they can shrink it down sometimes to do it in a track like this one where it's like almost it's barely 4 minutes. You know what I mean? Where you're kind of getting like the entire process of a story, not just the one particular moment in time. You kind of get like the entire part of it. So I like this one quite a bit. Make sure you go support Screams of Anubis for sure. I'll leave all the links at the top of this video for sure. That way you can go and tell him how much you fuck with his music and how much you appreciate him as an artist. Be kind to a stranger today. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you.